Hello, everyone, and we are live. I cannot even keep my calm because the stories that we are bringing you guys today, yes, there's a change in how we're going to do this live today. I'm going to tell you what we are covering because I cannot really keep my calm. When was the last time you got a promotion, and how much time did it take for you to get that? Was it a year? Oh, wait, was it 6 months? Are you that amazing? Let me tell you who is even more amazing than all of us. We have two special members of our team from PlanetSpark here on this live who will be meeting us and happy will be having a conversation with them who actually got a double promotion in 6 months. Yes, I'm talking about Aditya and I'm talking about Sakshi. But while we get into that conversation and delve deep into it, ladies and gentlemen, what do? When we come on live on LinkedIn, we talk to you guys, our community, and thusly so. Let's start with some icebreakers. Quickly get your keypads on, your QWERTY keypads on, and let's just quickly get answering to these questions. I have a couple of questions that I really would want to know from you guys. I see that there's a comment already. Richa is saying, "Wow, yes, Richa, that happened. I got to know about it. I was like super excited when I met these guys. For the prequel of the interview, and I was like, what are you even saying that this happened?" But we will get into it. We will touch on that. We'll get our guests on board. But good to know that you've joined, and let's just quickly get to see what's the first question. So, Richa, what would you answer if I would ask you what's one important skill that you think that everyone should have? If I could comment, I would write communication. But let's see what our LinkedIn community actually thinks about it. Let's just quickly go and see that bit. How would you guys answer? What would you want to say? That what is that one important skill that you think that everyone should have? Let's just quickly jump into the comment section and see what people are writing. Okay, communication. This is copy. Rahul, it's copy. I just said communication, but okay, we both can have the same answer. I'm just messing with you. Rahul saying communication. What are others saying? Communication and interpersonal skills is what Harsh is saying. Wait, let me just remove that question because it's kind of like not looking that clear. Yep. So Harshal is saying communication and interpersonal skills. Wow, Anjali is saying time management. Absolutely. And wow, this is a new one. Bhaskar, I must say I am your fan. I'm going to find you on LinkedIn. I'm going to find your comment. I'm going to send you a connection request. Bhaskar says self leadership. I think that answer is pretty evolved, and I think that's quite wonderful. Spontaneous answers, learning ability, being an extrovert, mindfulness. It's wonderful. Love it, love it. Okay, so guys, what we're going to do? Oh, Sakshi is saying quick decision making. Of course, that's also something that we should actually have. I love these answers. It's great to kind of like get this chi absorbed from you guys. Guys, the next question is now on your screen. Let's quickly see what you guys answer for this one. And the question is boom. So please tell us this. What is one of your greatest achievements? Yes, why don't we talk about fun stuff today on this live specifically, that we have Aditya and Sakshi in their story that in 6 months they've been able to accomplish this beautiful thing for themselves of getting a double promotion. And I haven't even told you guys that they just joined PlanetSpark as freshers, so we will kind of touch on that a little later. But what are your some of the greatest achievements that you would like to highlight? So there's Arshpreet Kaur who's saying, I believe firstly you should look into this is something that you should look for an achievement is what all you get towards yourself, and then you can kind of accomplish it. I think that's wonderful. And now, guys, my final question for breaking that ice is here in front of your eyes. It is, what is one thing when you retire? What are your retirement plans? Let's quickly share that bit and see what is it that you're looking forward for when you're going to retire. Let's quickly see what is happening here in the comment section. Do we have more people? There is someone who's saying surviving COVID-19 virus. Well, tell me about it. I stay indoors myself and don't really go out. I have been vaccinated. I hope you are vaccinated as well. And yeah, Sakshi is saying, I want to travel after retirement. Ashok is saying, wow, Rahul is also saying that he wants to travel. Akanksha is saying, peace and ample of experience to talk about. Well, Akanksha, I'm with you on that one. Ayushi is saying, travel like Banjaras. Okay. And then we have, okay, someone's telling me that my internet connection is poor. Let me see if I can get it quickly fixed. Ruchika is saying gardening. After all of this testing, the internet connection like really doesn't work. What is happening here in Goa? The weather is not in our favor. Cool, guys. I think it's only about time. You guys are really, really wonderful. Okay, so let's just quickly go and jump to what we are doing today. Guys, boom! Okay, well, what is really happening over here on the screen? Let me just fix it. Yes, guys. So what we're talking about actually is about a wonderful guest who we have today, Aditya Bhandari from the sales team of Middle East. He joined us as a fresher. That's how he started his career journey with PlanetSpark. And let's just get to know him before we get to know about his first job and how it is going and what his experience like. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our first guest of today, Aditya Bhandari from the team of Middle East, a guy who got a double promotion in 6 months. Let's just quickly get to know about his story from him. Hi, Aditya. How are you doing today?
Hello. Hi, Jatin. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I mean, how do you even do this kind of stuff? Is something I really want to get into this session and really want to get this information of that. How do you get a double promotion in that time? But before we go there, I would really love for you to kind of like tell us a little bit about yourself, so that our LinkedIn community, our Planet Spark peeps who've joined us, they kind of get to know more about you.
Yeah, so I'll start with the introduction of myself. So I've done my education in BSc Economics from London School of Economics and Political Science. And I joined PlanetSpark. This is a first job of mine. So I joined PlanetSpark in February. And as you mentioned, I've got 2 promotions in almost 6 months' time. So a lot of consistent efforts go in when you are aiming for promotions. So I would say consistent efforts and sleepless nights makes you achieve something which is destined for you.
Whenever I do a session, I did a session, like I met Nitish Bharadwaj, she's AVP at Planet Spark, and I was having a conversation with him, like what is the mistake that people make, when they're selling, and what is the difference, between selling and closing, and he was telling me about it, and such amazing work he's done, and I see that here also, like you've kind of like got a double promotion, and I love that how your candor and your calm about it is wonderful, that you're like, yeah, I mean, I put in a lot of effort. I mean, there are countless nights that go into, and it's a lot of rigorous effort of staying consistent. But congratulations to you, and so very happy for you for that. But while that's that, Aditya, there's another guest we have today, and she actually has also slayed the same thing. I will just quickly put you backstage and get Sakshi on board and see what she's really up to. Ladies and gentlemen, on your screen right now is Sakshi Gureja, who's also one of our guests today. Hey, what happened to that screen? Let's fix it. Sakshi, again, she's from the US team, and she kind of joined us. I think it's been 6 months that she's been with us, and she's also bagged a double promotion. She joined us as a fresher. It's her first job, and it's just beautiful. Let's just quickly get her on the screen so that we can just hear it from her, her herself. Hi, Sakshi. How are you doing today?
Hi, Jatin. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I mean, we have Aditya and we have you, and you guys are doing some amazing work. And we're seeing that what all fun stuff is happening in your lives and in your careers, and we're very, very happy for that. But how about you tell us a little bit about yourself, about Sakshi? Who is Sakshi?
Okay. So I start with where I am from. I am from a place which is dream place to travel for everyone. I'm from Uttarakhand. You know my name, and I have done my education. I've completed my MBA, and after that, yes, I got the placement in the college from the college, and yes, this is my first job. So yes, super excited, full of energy. Yes, this is all
Wow.
about me.
First job. I just love it how you guys just say this. So it's my first job and I'm taking like a double promotion. I love that. I really just want to jump into the conversation and kind of like get to the point. I'll just get Aditya also on the screen, and we can kind of start talking about what is really going on. So my first question to you guys is right on the screen. It is your debut. You started your career with PlanetSpark. So I'm not going to go and ask you that, hey guys, how is the culture in comparison to in general or with any other organization? Because you actually just started your journey with PlanetSpark. So how would you want to describe, I think I'll go to you, Aditya, first. Then how would you want to describe that, when you're starting your career, what are the things that happen differently when that transition is happening from a student, a college student, to now a working professional?
Yeah, so I would just say when I joined here at PlanetSpark, I had a lot of questions going in my mind that what kind of an organization I'm going to, or what will be my future like. These all thoughts do creep up in your mind. But when you start and you work at a place wherein you have such great leaders, you have such good people whom you can look up to as your future career plans, that really helps. Here, like when I joined here at PlanetSpark, I interact with almost a lot of parents throughout my day. Since I'm in the Middle East team, so I speak to parents from UAE, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and you meet interesting people each day of your life. So there is a lot of learning which goes every single day. So that is something which is very exciting, being here at an organization which is scaling up, growing, and I'm sure Sakshi would agree to that as well.
Yeah, and is it same for you, Sakshi, or while you would agree, and there's something else you'd like to add to how that journey changes, from being a student to a working professional now?
Yeah, so from the very first beginning, I was really not sure that how would be the company, what would be the culture, okay, how strict would be the boss. I'm very scared. Obviously, it's the first job, and we have seen in the movies and series that yes, how the boss are, right? But here it's totally different, right? I was having something else in my mind when I joined this company. But yeah, firstly, I was not sure that whether the role that I'm getting it is it actually fitting to my what I want, what is my nature. So, but yes, when I started my work, I remember it was the first day when I joined, and our senior manager just introduced us to everyone. He just told that this is what you have to do, and I was like, boss, this is something for me. Yes, I love it. Yeah, I love to interact with new people. I love to, yes, I really love to interact with new people so that I can guide them. I can just tell them that, yes, this is what you want. I can understand their needs. So, yes, I'm pretty well excited still now in this.
I love your excitement, and please keep it on and carry it with you wherever you go. I just love it. That I also love talking to people, and I think it's working well in your favor, and I'm just so very happy for you for that. I think the way you started that journey, like I wasn't sure how the boss is going to be, and there's kind of like these premonitions that are already there. I mean, even when I was in the university and I had to go, a lot of people were warning me that, hey, Jatin, it's going to be different, it's going to be difficult, and you have no idea. People steal your credit and people dump work on you. And when I started working, I really did not face that. And I was like, hey, there's a lot of myth around that which we need to definitely bust. But more importantly, I'm very very happy that you found your what you really want to do, and I think that a lot of people are still trying to explore and find, and it's just great to see that that's happening. But guys, if I was to ask you the key question that I think everybody in the live, and actually, if I just quickly just jump to what is actually happening in the comments section, Aviral Pandey is dropping a lot of fire emojis. Then we do have somebody who's actually written double promotion, like really, like in 6 months. That's huge. That's what Vanshika is kind of writing. It's just great to see. Akanksha is saying it's pleasure to have you, Sakshi. It's just wonderful to see there's so much love is actually being shared out there. But I think everyone is over here to get the answer of that one specific question. And my one specific question to both of y'all, I think I'll go to Sakshi, you first for this one, and then to you, Aditya. My question to you is on your screen right now. It is, how do you, like, what do you really do? And how do you get that promotion in, like, two promotions in 6 months? How does that really work?
Okay, so there's a simple logic, there's a simple rule in this company. You do what you are asked to do, and then you are sorted. So we have a weekly targets. When we complete that, yes, everything is fine. So this is the main reason I am very consistent with my completing the targets. Not only completing, yes, I tried my best to overachieve many times. So yes, this was the reason I got promoted. And yes, 2 days back, I again got an announcement that yes, I again got promoted to as a assistant manager. So yeah, it was. This is the way.
I
This is a simple reason.
I see. You just look there. You're not even like it's happened just so early. You're
Yeah,
not even like
yeah,
sort of
it's
like
like
what my real
exact.
No, but it's cool. But it's cool. But it's very, very cool. But it's very, very cool. Aditya, what Sakshi is saying, it's consistency. It's consistency. And I think you also spoke about it in the live when I asked you the question. But it's consistency with focus is what I'm assuming. Because when she says that I'm going in for the kill and I'm going in for that extra achievement also to overachieve that target that I've been given, I think there's a lot of focus that is required to being consistent. But how did you get promoted? How would you answer this question that you have on your screen right now?
Yeah, so Jatin, I would just say targets and numbers and something which is there in every organization. So you got to understand what my job is as a counselor. So when I interact with a lot of parents and I try to solve their issues, give their kids the best expert who will be taking care for the next 6 months, 8 months, 1 year's time. So that is something which gives me happiness. And if I am happy and if I'm able to cater a parent in the right direction and if I'm able to give them the right expert, then I mean all these things are just a byproduct of what you do here in the organization. So that is the main sole reason why I have been promoted. And obviously, as I told you, we have really good leaders here in the organization who keep you motivated, who make sure you work the extra mile and you hit your targets. So that is the main reason why I have got 2 promotions in last 6 months.
I really would want to jump in and say like who are these leaders and name one, but I would do it. I have something planned for this session later, but I want to know this. This one's for you, Sakshi. This one's for you. That if you were to describe, people at Planet Spark, like I would of course not say to do a comparative of the culture. Of course, it's the first organization as a whole you've experienced. But if you were to kind of describe the people, the humans of Planet Spark, I would call them. How would you describe them?
Yeah, so as you correctly said that yes, it's my first job, so I can't compare it with other companies. But I would say that as we have an individual targets, but just because of that also, yes, we have a pressure to completing our targets. We have it's a night shift for us, but still, we work as a team. So you name it, we just drop a text to our teammates, and they are ready for help. And it's the first week I was like, no, why would someone help me? They also have their personal targets, right? But when after completing the 6 months, I can just confidently say that we are not, yes, we are completing individual targets, but we are working as a team. So if I name any counselor, they are anytime ready for help. Now, not only about the counselors, if I talk about my seniors, my team leader, my senior manager, my associate director. So I remember I just share one incident with you.
All
So
right.
sometimes it happens that every week is not same, right? There's ups and downs which keeps on happening. So what our associate director Ayush Ahuja, what he says is that he's just very calm about it. He said, "Yeah, last week was not good, but yes, I know you will be able to do it in the coming week." So this one liner just always motivates us, and it's like this: yes, we can do. If we are not able to achieve the target this week, we will overachieve it in the next coming week. So this is the thing, and also our team leader that I'm working in a team under Shubhankar Ahuja, Shubhankar Solanki. I'm so sorry. So that Shubhankar is something like very polite, very very polite. So right, every time when a client we interact with the clients, they have a different perspective, right? Sometimes they will agree what we are selling, sometimes they will be not. But he's a kind of team leader, he's always polite that okay, it's okay, we'll do it with the another client. Yeah, so this is the culture that I'm very happy here, and it feels like that yes, I'm comfortable, because obviously we have this pressure also that we are working from home. See, we can't go, otherwise it would be different, right? But yes, we work as a team, and it's a great culture over here.
And if I was to ask, like of course, I met Ayush. He wonderful. What an amazing soul he is, and I wish I meet the right Shubhankar also. I'm just pulling your leg, okay? Just pulling your leg. But what I really want to say is there something in like Aditya, to you actually? I would want to know from you: is there something in specific as a team where you feel that hey, this is a bonding exercise we do, or this is something that we do together? Like for example, a lot of people talk about the transitioning from a student life to a working profession, like we just talked about. It changes a lot from how college life is more fun and you're together and you're meeting more people, but when you start working, all of that kind of goes away. So is tell us a little bit about that.
Jatin, it's fun here as well. It's not like when once college life is over, we don't have fun here in the organization. It's like obviously we work in a team. We have a lot of colleagues. As the team size increases, we have to get adapted to the changes which are happening. But the whole aim or the goal is to make the team win. So if we have that in mind, I'm sure if I have some loopholes in my things, someone else will come up to me and say, Aditya, you are not good with this aspect of yours. If someone else is not good in some skill, like let's say pricing part, or someone is not good with the curriculum, so we have to help each other out. So that's the whole idea behind And we have very welcoming people, as Sakshi has already mentioned. I work in the Middle East team, so here we have Mr. Akil, who is my associate director, and I work under Anupam, who is my senior manager, and we have Nitish sir as the head of the Middle East team. So I mean, as I told, we have very interesting and great leaders who have really supported me as well as Sakshi, and that's why we have been doing very well here in the organization.
It's beautiful. You kind of like started the conversation and you were telling about yourself, and at the end of it, you kind of like covered both of you. I love that that it just came naturally. I think I really like that is because it has to come from within, and that's beautiful. Of course, Nitish, like I mentioned earlier, he is the most by far the most sorted and amazing person that I met. But I met Vajahat also, and Vajahat and I we talk. Sorry, after the live, we did a LinkedIn live. We met for the first time because this is my chance. Like I've met you guys, right? And we had like a 1 week journey that we covered together. But I had a live conversation with Vajahat and with Jobel, and we text. Like Vajahat and I talk about he's in Kashmir and I'm in Goa, and we talk about we exchange pictures. And I think that's just beautiful. It's like I've made a nice friend. And I think and a big shout out to Wajahat because he's my friend and I want to do it. And all the very best to you. He's also in the Middle East team, just like Aditya. And very very soon, I'm hoping to kind of like getting more people on live and kind of doing like a more of like a Surbi kind of an event, like she does one in Fanshala, so that we do an event live on LinkedIn. I'm like, Surbi, we did this. But more importantly, I also want to know this specific thing from you guys, and that's on your screen right now. It is that what is the most challenging part about your role? So while we did talk about how we are after we are looking at our targets and we're keeping a check on it, we're trying to overachieve it, and how we're doing that is we're actually going first to the parent and trying to understand and counsel them and understand what their kid needs, and everything else is byproduct. Like all of those targets and everything, of course, that is important, and we do feel that we want to chase that. But what is more important is ensuring that the parent actually the parent is heard and the kid is met. And after the demo session, we really understand that what would be the best course or what the kid would be doing best. But all of this is a process and it's a journey, and it's a consistent exercise. Like you guys said, we agreed that it's focus. But what is the most, if you were to highlight one, the most challenging part about this specific role that we are actually discussing right now? I'll go with you, Sakshi, first. How about you tell us what would be challenging for you?
Sure. So if I talk one of the challenge that is we have a counseling session back to back, right? So suppose we started with one counseling and that didn't turn up positively. So we don't have to be disheartened. We have to be polite because we have to attend another counseling session in next half an hour. So we have to be again full of energy. We have to be confident. We have to be polite with them. So this is the main challenge that we have to keep ourselves calm. This is one thing which I have noticed. And yes, obviously the challenge is that every week or every day is not same. So yes, we have to be ready for another session or say another day when it was a bad day for us.
And how do you deal with that? Like, how do you deal with that? Like, I also do some of that work. I have to like jump onto lives, and while a counseling session is more of a private session, it's happening between a parent and a counselor. My work would actually revolve around kind of like going out, and everyone would know it if I've missed something. So if you can kind of like could talk a little bit about how do you kind of work around that challenge, maybe I could take a tip or two from you.
There's no as such tip or there's no as such rule, but yeah, this is everything a mind game, right? That if we are disheartened, we have to keep our mind in such a manner that yes, we are ready for another counseling session, and yes, we would just finger cross and say that yes, this session will be wonderful. This is
Yeah,
how we do it. Yeah.
absolutely. At the end of the day, all that matters is that helping other kids with that public speaking and then getting them onboarded to
Yeah.
PlanetSpark so that I can go live with them on Instagram and my team can create like fun content with them. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for that. And especially US kids, I love them. And Middle Eastern kids are no less. So what's the challenging part about your role, Aditya, and how do you cope with it?
See, Jatin, I feel when you have a counseling session with a parent and when you interact for the first time, there are different parents who are wanting to improve different areas in their children. So
Yeah.
some parent might want to work on the body language aspect, some parent might want to work on the skill development, or some parent wants to work on the debating aspect, or some child is a little shy. So we got to understand what exactly the parent is looking for. So that's, I think, a little challenging, because once you interact with a lot of different people of different backgrounds, you need to understand what they are wanting. So once that is organized and structured, and you actually get to know about their need, then we can actually help and cater them. So this is very challenging because every child is different, every parent is different, and if they're coming to us at PlanetSpark, we have to cater them in the right way to give them the right expert. So meeting new people is a challenge, and every day it's something which excites and drives you as well. So that is the thing which I would like to mention.
I love it. I love it when you said that meeting new people is what drives, and you had like a smile on your face that just came. I think it's beautiful. But what is also beautiful is that I have a. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a surprise. What were you guys thinking? That we would have a session today and we would not have a surprise segment? We always do that. I have a rapid fire plan for both of you all. First, I want to go ahead with Aditya. I'll put Sakshi, I'll send you backstage and then we'll probably see. But before Aditya goes to the live, is there something you'd like to tell him? Give him a tip? I'm sure you guys must have seen the rapid fire we did with Vajat and with Jobal. I sent you guys the link yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something to Aditya? Any tip or advice?
Just all the best. Yeah. It's just be what you are when you're answering the question. Because obviously we don't know what questions are. So yes, be ready for it. The smile that I can see on Jatin's face, I can see there must be some tough questions.
I don't put all tough questions. I try to put like one. I like slide one tough question in, but let's see how that happens. Sakshi, I'll put you backstage quickly. And Aditya, now you are on the screen with us, and the challenge is going to be on your screen. I'll just quickly tell you what's going to happen. It's fairly simple. You will have a couple of questions, and it's a rapid fire, so you have to quickly answer in one word or one sentence, and that's about it. Are you ready? Can we quickly
Yes,
go?
I'm ready, Chetan.
The first
All
question's on
good.
your screen. I'll read out the question out loud, and the question is this: what's the most fun thing you did last weekend?
Last weekend, so I am currently in Mumbai, so it rains all the time. So I went outside and enjoyed the rainy weather. That's what I did last Sunday.
I'm an August born, and it always rains on my birthday. It rained this August as well. I'm very happy. Love rains too. Next question's on your screen. What is one of your greatest achievements? Only one.
Greatest achievements would be, as I told you, about the consistency. So I have done 8 back-to-back weeks achieving my target and goal in the organization. So it's like a consistent 2 months record or a streak, you can say. So that is something, a great
All
achievement
the
for me.
people who are keeping their Snapchat streaks, you should try and check this streak out. 8 weeks, 2 months of killing your targets. Well, the next questions are, and congratulations to you on that, and keep that up, please. Next questions on your screen. Science fiction, love it or hate it?
I love it. I love it. Science fiction.
Yes, me too. Great answer. Next one. What is a unique skill that you bring to your job? What's the Aditya factor?
I think I understand people well. So if you understand people well, you actually can help them get the right thing, what they are looking for. So the understanding or getting a good connect or rapport with the parent is something which I would say I have unique.
Wow, being able, the ability to listen and to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that's quite a catch. The next one's on your screen. What movie can you watch over and over again?
So this is a very tough one, Jatin. I really like watching movies, and I am fond of a lot of movies. But one movie which I saw and which I felt everyone should watch is Interstellar. If you have watched it, I don't know if you have watched
I
it or
have,
not. That is
I
something
have.
which is very different from what I experience in normal movies. So that is something which I can suggest everyone to watch as well.
Interstellar, Inception, all of the stuff. Really love it as
Yes.
well. We should always take a break sometimes. Also, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, Money Heist is out, and tomorrow is a Sunday. Everyone should go and watch that too, because working is important, but taking a break at times is important as well. Last question is on your screen, and that is, who inspires you the most at Planet Spark? And it's a who.
Who? So, see, I mean, you want me to take one name, but I would take three names in here. One name is not possible because, see, Nitish sir being the head of the Middle East team, he's someone who, always motivates us and keeps the leadership skills very, he's always behind us for the numbers. Mr. Akil, who's my associate director. So, I mean, being part of his team and spending so much time with him closely over a period of 6 months has taught me as a person a lot of things. Being able to understand how he works, the number of hours he works, the number of efforts he puts in, really motivates me as a fresher who has come into the organization. And lastly, my manager, who is Mr. Anupam. I mean, I can't say more and be more thankful to him, because I and he joined on the same day, and he has also got his promotion, and he is a person who works really hard and make sure that we are always doing our best and giving the best on each single day. It's not, see, achieving for 6 continuous months is not possible if you plan like I want to achieve in next 3 months, 5 months, 6 months. It's every single day's effort which makes you get what I or Sakshi has achieved. So that is, I mean, we are really blessed to have three good leaders who are always having our back, and obviously we do our best each and every single
Very,
day.
very, very, very sharp. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these guys saw the session. These guys knew something like this was coming. These guys came prepared for such questions. And let's just quickly get Sakshi on the screen and let's see what's her take on that. Sakshi, how do you think that Aditya performed on that last question specifically that I had like
Yeah,
seeded there?
I am agree with you. He's prepared. But
Yeah,
trust
let's see,
me,
let's
I
see.
am not. I am not.
No,
Let's see
no, it
how
was a
prepared
new
you are.
question. It was completely random question which popped out. I wasn't knowing.
Yeah. Okay, no, we're just messing with you. We're just messing with you. Quickly, I'll just put you backstage, Aditya and Sakshi. This is our time. Let's just quickly get our rapid fire challenge sorted, and let's just see that how fast you can answer this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Can we give it a
Yes.
go? Quick, quick,
Yes.
quick. Okay, let's go. First questions on the screen. What do you hope to be doing in the next 10 years from now?
Maybe I'll do some startup, my own
Oh,
startup.
wow. What would be the startup about?
I'm not sure about that, but yes, so I have to earn a lot of money from PlanetSpark by completing the targets, by earning the money, by taking the incentives. Then maybe after 10 years, we can think about it.
Wow, I would love to. I would love to know what startup you would do. Please connect with me and stay in touch. I love people who take initiatives and want to do something of their own. We support that at the brand. And are you a cat person or a dog person?
Sorry, but none.
What? What are you saying? Are you
Yeah.
saying both? You like? Do you have? Are you scared of cats or dogs, or like you don't like?
Yes, like, yes, I'm scared.
Hey, that's totally fine. I think it's totally underrated. And I would like to take a minute here and say that it is totally okay if you are like afraid of cats and dogs, and no judgments there, and be who you are. And if that's what you like, and if you want to keep your distance, it's totally fine. I think people don't say that enough, and we should start saying it. Next question for rapid fire on your screen now. What's Kashmir's favorite dessert? Can you
Oh,
guess
I
the
know this.
favorite
Oh, I know
dessert?
this. It's called, there are two, Finni and Basrak.
Yes, and you're from Dehradun, right?
Yes.
And if you had to tell us once, and not a dish, not a sweet dish, okay, not a sweet dessert, but if you tell one thing about Dehradun that's super famous, and I've been in Dehradun, I love that place, it's beautiful. What's one
You
thing
know,
if I go to Dehradun I should see?
Jatin, you name it, and we have the best food here. Anything you name it, Indian food, Chinese food, Italian food, we have it. Everything is best. Street foods are best. Amazing cafes, amazing restaurants are here.
I have been to Petroleum Dehradun Petroleum University for a debate competition back in college, and I have been to Uttaranchal University as well, which was earlier called Law College Dehradun for a youth parliament. So I've been to your city, loved your city, and people are also really really helpful and how kind they are. Next question for your rapid fire on your screen: reality TV, love it or hate it?
Love it.
Uh, and what about sci-fi? Do you love it or hate it?
Not sure, like, no comments on that.
I mean, Aditya is gonna be like pretty upset. He gave his like favorite movie also, and it was totally sci-fi. But well, that is how we can coexist and still like appreciate each other's opinion despite having our differences, and that's beautiful. Who was your favorite teacher in the school? Tell us, lady, because tomorrow is Teachers' Day, and at PlanetSpark we have so
Yeah.
many teachers. This is something I want to know. Do you remember your favorite teacher? Did you have a favorite teacher?
Yeah, in school, yeah, I think he was a maths teacher. Yes, he was pretty confident and yes, quite smart guy as well.
What, what was his name? You're telling us a maths teacher, you don't even
No,
take
he is in my
the
he is in my connection in the LinkedIn. So yeah.
And you're still not a use the name, but okay, but I'll move on. Won't pull your leg any further. And who's your favorite person at Planet Spark? If you were to pick one, unlike Aditya, who picked three people very smartly, what would be your answer to it? Who would be your one
No,
favorite person?
without any doubt, Ayush Ahuja. Whenever I personally interact with him, there is a one-on-one interaction. I just, I clearly tell him that you are my motivation and I want to be where you are right now. And guess what? What he replies, yes, I know you will be there. Because he is a, associate director. He's a one of the, youngest associate director in the company. He's just 28 or 29 years old. So yeah, he's favorite person.
No wonder he's your favorite. I had a conversation with him, and the man, oh, you will fall in love with him. Also, he is always looking just so dapper. He's prim, pram, and proper, and he is just cut to the chase, to the point, and always very positive. Love his energy as well. Let's quickly bring Aditya. Aditya, unlike you, she was able to pick like one person's name. Okay, how do you think she did on the rapid fire?
She performed very well. I mean, she was very apt and straightforward with her answers. So congratulations to Sakshi.
And congratulations to you too. Also, I love that we just it's great to see that we can for a change support each other for what we're doing, and we all should do that. I think the world can use more of that because there's so much space for all the good stuff that we can do together. I think we all can share that energy and take that out. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now while we're moving towards, we're transcending towards ending this wonderful session that I don't want to end ever. I do have one question. I do have one question for you, actually, Sakshi. What I want to ask you is on our screen right now. And the question is, what would you want to say to the students from your alma mater? As you already know, that there are a couple of kids who actually stayed due to the pandemic. They were indoors. Everything happened online for them. And for me, as a person, for me, college was all about exposure, and that kind of has been missed somewhat, even if the universities and colleges try to attempt on that. So, from your college, what would be a message you would want to give to all the students who would want to transition from becoming a student to a working professional? What would a person who's taken a double promotion in 6 months want to advise them?
Okay, so this MBA is something like 1 year I was in college, and after that, this pandemic happened, and we were just at home only. So we are not sure that this was my situation, and I pretty know that this was the situation of many other kids. I was not sure whether, firstly, I don't know I want to take marketing as my subject, finance as a subject. But yes, when I did marketing, I was not sure that what would be my job role, whether I would be able to suit into that in that job role. Because in marketing there are different roles. We have social media marketing, where we have some places we have to roam here and where, and then this is a kind of marketing, door to door marketing. But yes, I was very pretty sure that yes, I want something where I can enjoy myself. So I'm quite lucky. I can say that when I just given the interviews of the PlanetSpark and I got selected, so I just accepted the offer letter, and after that, now when I'm here, I can just say that yes, that day was very lucky for me that I have got that offer letter. So what I want to give the message to all my college, college mates, that this is a wonderful company. Not because I'm working here, but if I am just outsider, I'm just observing this company, how it's going. It's a wonderful, like you firstly the environment, it's great. Then how your colleagues interact with you, how confident they are, how they're supportive. That is also amazing. Also, everyone is supportive. So yes, this is a very good company.
And like it's so great. I'll ask her that, like, what would be your advice to like students from her college, and she's all like, but the company is great, but I'm in love with
Yeah, I
Planet
love
Spark
this
and I
company.
want to
I love
become
this
like
company.
Ayush Ahuja. No, no. I'm just trying to pull your leg again, yeah. But of course, it's amazing. I think what I would want to take out from that and kind of like give it in one line to all the kids out there. It can be overwhelming. And I think just like you said, Sakshi, you can be at home and you don't really know, you want to do marketing, you want to do sales, you want to you counseling someone and a parent at a young age. It's just so diverse, and it's just so much, and there's so many options out there. I think all you can do is what you did. I think what worked for you was you tried something out and you really did like it, and now you know what you want to do. I think that bit really works out. So all the kids out there can just try out whatever they would want to do, and experiment a little bit and see what works, what doesn't work. The world is changing, and a lot of stuff has changed during that time. I think a little bit of experiencing new things, because that missed exposure, I think you can make up for that by experiencing new things, and more for that. But thank you so much for that, Sakshi. And Aditya, now my final question and a closing question to you, which is, and before I kind of like prompt the question on the screen, I do want to say this, that there's been a lot that has happened, within PlanetSpark. And of course, we love our brand. We love our brand. Like, I can have a flag. I love PlanetSpark. But it's also for the people. It's also for our LinkedIn community. It's also for the people who are not our community and may see this message from you. Is that a lot has happened within PlanetSpark? A lot of people are trying to start their careers, or are looking forward to starting their careers. What would you want to say to them? So what message would you want to give to all the freshers out there, just in general? I mean, what would you want to say?
See, when I graduated during my times, it was all COVID pandemic times. But now freshers have a really good opportunity. They can choose their own personal career paths wherever they want to go. But if they join here at Planet Spark, they would not just be working here in the sales team or the counseling team, but they would be making a lot of connections. So there are a lot of people who like to speak to a lot of interesting people and like to make connections and help cater they are solvers. So here I feel I myself am a problem good at problem solving. So this is something, the message I would give to freshers, because life is all just about how you interact with people, and you help them cater their needs, and you work things for them. You have to be a public person. So this is what advice I would give to freshers, because they might be in a lot of confusion right now, what exactly career paths they want to choose. They are not getting good opportunities. So this platform is a good kickstart to their career dreams. That's what I would say, Jatin.
How sweet. I really like how you kind of broke it down into a structure. Also, I was kind of checking the comments out, and I do want to share something on the screen. And there's so much love that has been happening. Sakshi, for you, people are writing, she is a go-getter. She is an incentive person. She will go and she will slay it. And your favorite person looks like he has responded. Akil is saying he is the big bull of Powerhouse. I love the term big bull, and I know your team is Powerhouse. Akanksha is saying amazing insights, Aditya and Sakshi, and there are a lot of more fun messages. Then there's somebody who's just saying good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon also. But but more importantly, I think we've had a wonderful conversation, and it was great to have the both of you on the session. And thank you for being so candid. I did see that Sakshi was kind of like a little bit nervous when she was like, "Arey, but ye kya ho gaya?" It's totally fine. I think it's great that you still went ahead and you did it. I know that you guys have just started, and it's just been 6 months that you guys have been into the from a student to a transcension. I think that transformation is still just going on parallelly, but it's great that you guys did this session with us today. It's very important to do these things so that you get ready, because you guys are definitely heading towards a wonderful path that's going to take you places. And when you go places, you got to talk. So it's great. I think it was wonderful to have both of you all. And thank you so much for joining us once again.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Jatin, for having us. Congratulations, actually, to you as well.
Thank you so much. And yes, congratulations to you, Aditya.
Thank you,
Yay!
Jatin.
Congratulations to everybody, and thank you to our lovely guests, our freshers who joined us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're actually wanting to know, there were a couple of messages we actually saw in the comment section wherein people were saying, wow, a lot of love is still coming for Aditya and for Sakshi. Like, people are writing these messages. It's great, guys. Keep spreading the positivity. The world can use just so much more of it. If you are not in Planet Spark and you are in any other organization and you're watching this video right now or will watch it later, go give that compliment to your colleague. Every small step matters. These little things, they matter a lot. Go appreciate your teammates if they've done something good, and let them know that you care and they really do matter. And while for the others who are not a part of PlanetSpark and would want to join us, boom, this is what's on your screen right now. As you can see, we are hiring. And if you want to get hired, don't drop a comment over here. That won't help. The social media team is not managing the human resources at PlanetSpark. But what you can do is you can write us an email on hiring@planetspark.in, and just write a clear subject line saying that a sales team lead for hire, or an assistant manager, marketing for hire, and our team will get in touch with you, because we are hiring and we are growing, and we would love to have you grow with us and grow with you in your journey. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for the live today, this Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend. And this is Jatin Seni, your host, signing off.